Yeah. Okay. So before going to start SQL, okay, we need to understand first of all what is data. Okay. So let me start. Let me open the Notepad plus plus. So this is the Notepad plus plus where we can type anything. Okay. So I'll take this one. Okay. So we are going to learn SQL and then Python, okay, Databricks and ADF. These four major skills we are going to learn as well as including that, okay, and we will be going to learn Microsoft Azure. Yeah, Microsoft Azure. So before starting these three, first we will start SQL and then Python, okay, then Microsoft Azure. What is the Microsoft Azure and why we need Microsoft Azure and everything, and then ADF and a database. This is the combination of your skill set. Okay. So go forward. You are going to update in your profile all these five skill sets, and you are going to attend the interviews. Okay. So these are the major skills you are going to learn. Okay. And first step, as a first step, we will be going to start SQL. Okay. Before I start SQL, I need to give some brief introduction about SQL, how SQL used and how SQL has been discovered, okay, and why it is required as SQL. That is very important to know so that you will understand why this is very much needed in real time now, okay, and this SQL is going to give a food for us, okay. So using this skill set, you will be surviving your life as well with your family and with better life. Okay. So if you are putting 100% effort, then only you will be going to get a job. If you are just showing interest and you are not practicing, then no one will help you. Even I cannot also help you. Okay. So keep that in mind. 100% effort is required from your end, and a 10% effort I am going to. Okay. So always don't depending on me, depending on the subject. Okay. So that is very much important. Whatever I can do, I can help you 100%. Okay. Beyond that, you need to put effort from your end. If you guys are not putting 100% effort, then please keep quiet and quit from here as well. Okay. So who are all having an interest, and if you want to survive a better life in current world, okay, with a highly package with a dignity job and with a dignity life in society, then please put effort here itself. Okay. And in case if you don't have any interest and if you are having any personal work and you could not able to join at this time, okay, and I cannot help you, I cannot do anything, first of all. Okay. So please be available on time. Okay. And in case if you have any work, okay, please accordingly you need to schedule your timings. Okay. And you need to manage from your end as well. That is very much important. And this is the time I have, okay, so that I can help you here itself. So before I start SQL, I just wanted to give you some history of SQL. Okay. So in SQL, what we use first of all, okay, we called as a data. Okay. What is data? Okay. Data means what? Means data is nothing but it is a information. What information? Like, okay, you have some identity name, right? Okay, name, and you have some color, okay, and you have some uh, designation, and you will have some uh, house name. So these things identify, okay, what you are. So that information is nothing but, okay, that information collects, okay, and you will have some information that we called as a data. Data is nothing but information, okay. So that defines what you are, okay. So in current world, okay, we have a three types of data. What three types of data we have? Okay. So in this, right, you have a structured data and semi-structured data and unstructured data. Okay. So like this, we have divided three types of data: structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. So structured data, it means what? And semi-structured data, it means what? And unstructured data means what? Okay. So this is very important before we start the sequence. Then only you can able to understand why we require a history or why we require a sequence. Okay. So this data already, as I mentioned in the short form, okay, it will give you the information about any object, okay, anything. So if you are identifying means what, you know that product name, okay, you know that object name, okay, that is someone has defined this is the name. So that information is called nothing but as data, okay. So this data will give you the information of the object or product, anything, okay. So in this data we have divided in three types. One is a structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. So in this structured data, if you take the structured data, please stop if you don't understand. Okay? Structured data. So what is structured data? Okay. So this structured data means the name itself we have a structured. Structured means what? Structured means it's a form. Means you will have a in one standard line or one standard format where you can identify easily. So we can say structured, right? So whenever you draw anything, whenever you build anything, okay, house or anything, so we can say, right? Yeah, it is the structure is very nice, right? Means you are easily identifying where what object is exists. So that we called as a structure. So here in the data itself, what we can say here is the structured format means you can able to read the data properly at a column level and a row level. So that also we will discuss, okay, later once we discuss this. Okay. So in this, if I define, okay, so name, and I'm just using the tab here. Okay. So if I press tab button, the cursor it moves from uh, from here to this layer. Okay. And if I type here uh, location, okay, and then if I press tab again, same length it will give you the between the column to column. So if you find between the column to column same distance, then we called as a structured data. Not only tab, okay, for example, name, comma, location. So you are identifying by having the comma between the column to column. We can say it's a structured data. And not only comma, you can use anything. I'm use tab, a pipeline. and the location. Okay. If I use like this is also structured data because I am dividing the column to column using the pipe. So you will have a many operators or many symbols which can divide. For example, now I have a one column ID, comma, name, pipe, location. Now this is not a structured data. Why this is not structured data means you have not defined one delimiter here. Okay. Either you have to use for entire column one single delimiter. Okay. For example, ID, comma, name, comma, location. Now you see for each column between you have a it is separated by comma delimiter. So this is the structured data. Now here, if you take this one as a your delimiter between the column to column, then this treats entire column as one column, and this treat as a one column. Okay, what is column? Means when you go to the table, okay, there you can find the column and rows. Okay, that we will discuss after we complete this topic here. Okay. So now you see whatever you write between the column to column, you can say this is the structured data. The structured data, it means what? It is, you know, you can able to understand easily and you can able to read the data easily. So that we can tell as a structured data. So the data also defines like that. How much length you have, it does not matter here. Okay. How much length you have, it does not matter. How the data was divided between the column to column, that is matter. Okay. Now you see, I'll give you the idea under ID 1, 2, 3. Okay. Name as Hanif, and then location is Bangalore. And I'll give one more Hanif, comma, okay, Rajesh, and Hyderabad. Okay. Now 1, 2, 5, comma, Chennai. So now you see this data has been divided, okay, with the comma delimiter in formally. If you see ID has ID, under ID, after that you have a comma. It means the data it reads only under ID, this column. And the name, you have a name column. And location where you have a location details. Similarly, now this is the structured data. Okay, now what I will do, if you see, I will copy this one. I'll go to the Excel sheet. I hope you know Excel sheet, what it means, right? Okay, I'll open this Microsoft Excel worksheet. So if you see, this Excel sheet contains column A, column B, column C, column D, column E, column F. And if you see, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. In this, if you see, A is the column. It means this entire row, this entire column is we called as a column A because it has given the name. And this is column B, and this is column C. It means what? Whatever the data present in this area, you can see column C data, and you can see column C data. If you select like this is a row. Okay. And here I will give you the definition how we can define. Now, whatever the data I pasted, right? Now you see the data will be splitted based on the delimiter and in the entire column. Now you see I'm pasting the column. I pasted. Now, if you see the entire data came under one column actually. Okay. Now what I will do, I will delete by using this control option. Okay. if you click control option and use the text import wizard, and you see here you have a delimiter and a fixed width delimiter. Okay. So this delimiter definition, if you see, characters such as commas or tabs separate each field. It means it divides each field. Now you see, I'm just clicking the next option. Now it gives tab, semicolon, comma, space, other. Now I have a my data which has been divided with the comma, right? I will use the comma and I'll remove the space here. Okay. And then the data you see exactly it has divided ID under ID numbers, name under names, okay, location under location numbers. Now I'll go click next. So you see everything got general. It means based on the data type, they will assign the data, whether it is a string or number, anything. So that also we will discuss later. Now I'm just clicking the finish. So now you see it has been properly divided the data at column A, means the data has been exactly divided under ID. Under name, exactly names are divided, and location, names are exactly divided. Now I'll give you the one example here. Okay, this is unstructured data. I forgot. I hope I hope you are doing well today. I need your help. I need your help to complete my task. Please help me. Now I have taken this one. Now, if I keep this data, okay, if I keep this data, if I want to divide at each column level, then which column I have to use? Now, if I use delimiter, okay, I will use delimiter. Then you see it got divided with the spaces. See, you don't identify, you don't read properly here in the Excel sheet, in the tabular format. You see, it got divided high, Kumar, I, hope you, because I have divided with the space. And today, comma, see, comma got came uh, under single column. So like this, you cannot define unstructured data in the table format. If you want to define your data with the table structure format, then you should have some delimiter in a file to define. Okay. So in if you see now this particular line which I marked, this line we called as a row, this particular line. So now this one, this one we called the entire line we called as a, okay. Now if I read like this, if I read like this, then what I have here is, if I read entire like this, then it is the column. Okay. This is a column. Okay. So if you read like this, we called as a row. And if you read this, we called as a column. Now, one second. Now, how many columns are there? ID is a column, name is a column, location is the column. 123 Honey Bangalore. This entire is one row. 124 Rajesh Hyderabad. This line, entire line is one row. And 125 Kumar Chetan Chennai. This is entire one row. Not only if you have a all three columns. For example, if I have only ID here, okay, ID. Under ID, now I have a 123, okay, 124, 125, 126, 127. Now, this particular line, it is only one column. Okay, this is one column. If you read like this, okay, if you read like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows I have under one column. How many rows are there? 5 rows. So like this, if you want to read the data, okay, then we called as a row like this. If you want to read a column, then you need to take like this. So it means ID means you will get ID data. Name means you will get the entire name under column. Location means you will get the under location, Bangalore, Chennai, like this. So this is very much important to know under data. Okay, this topic will come rows and columns. Rows and columns is combined as a table. Now this is your table. Okay, this is the table. Okay, under that I am just giving one more table: customer ID, customer name, customer address, customer number, customer location, customer fax ID. So how many columns are there now? Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, column 6. Totally I have how many columns? 6 columns. How many rows I have? There is no data, empty. Okay, it means here